Anyone that's gay understands the fear of coming out.
My dad he took it really hard when I came out.
I wasn't sure how I was going to be received when I came out.
So I had friends who were coming out to me when we were sophomores in college, and I was unable to help them.
I didn't experience a lot of outward violence, but I'd say most of my struggle was inward. Like, I hated myself.
I told my mom that I was gay when I was 12, and she she didn't like it. And when she found out, she didn't ask. She just said, you know, you can't live with us anymore. You have to leave. I didn't know what to do. I was 12 years old. Didn't know where to go. Didn't have a phone to call someone. But then I had to start going to churches with them, you know, weekly when I came home. And every time I go to a church, I'd feel like I didn't fit, like I was still shameful because people still knew. And so I think the entire time going through life was shame.
I went to Western, and it was very like frat and sorority dominated. And so what happened was sorority girls on my floor knew me and my girlfriend were together, right? And they basically called us out on Twitter and like said how disgusting we were. And it was literally third floor Bemis lesbians. You're gross, go find guys.
On December the 28th, we was at a basketball tournament at Lexington Catholic. A kid gave me 5 like you normally would and turned around and said, "Hey, number 3, I heard you're a faggot."
Faggot. People love to say that word, like, you know, stop being such a fag.
And I just stopped. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. But like when I got into the locker room, it was just like it happened. Not the way I wanted it to. I wasn't ready to come out. And I finally stood up and said I was gay. And I sat back down, and it was like a sense of relief, but the biggest fear that I ever had in my life had just been let out.
Came out to my mom, and she just kind of sat there for probably about 10 minutes and was just kind of muttering to herself, like, wow, like, I don't know, just wow. And then she was able to tell me that she thought that I was this, she thought that I was one person, and then that me telling her this meant that I was this completely different person, that I had been living my life completely differently.
When I was 16, I had enough. I came out to my parents, and I just told them this is who I am. I just can't hate myself anymore, and reconciling that fact, because when you're 15, like 12 years old, and you think that God hates you, like you think that you can't ever amount to anything because of this part of who you are, I think that's really deep. That's really heavy for like a 15, like 12-year-old to really deal with.
It made me feel unwanted. It made me feel like when we went outside together, like today is this day, the day I'm gonna die protecting my girlfriend. It made me feel like we were in like a threatening environment, like something could happen at any moment.
Come holiday time and everybody's dreading going home. It's funny to see how much the energy changes. Like you think the holiday time, we get to go home, get excited, like dreading going home because some people have no home to go to, or a home that's not welcoming, or if you have to hide or present a different way because you can't be who you are at home.
I was hurt physically by my mom. That one act made me want to leave so badly and made me know that I wasn't loved. It made me want to leave. I couldn't get out. I knew I was stuck. I was 16 years old, didn't know where to go. So I literally was stuck in a home with someone who had physically harmed me, all because I was gay.
It could get pretty bad at times.
Then I came to U of L.
But I picked U of L because of the LGBT Center.
The center is definitely a gateway to be unapologetically who you are.
And really my experience with the med school and being LGBT was that they were starting to become very inclusive.
Well, let me start with, I wouldn't be at Grad Assistant if it wasn't for the center and the Feast on Equality. I wouldn't even be here.
Like a wave of hope that like, yes, I'm gay, but I'm still human.
Well, U of L was the only school I applied to. I came to U of L because of the center, and it has been a pretty great experience so far. The center has given me opportunities that I never thought I would be able to have and connected me to so many different people.
I was on the computer one day and I typed in colleges that had LGBT people, was literally my Google search. U of L was like the third one on the list. I started scrolling through and just there were programs and it said like it was welcoming and that there were people that were gay.
I could be me. I could wear what I want. I didn't have to worry about being judged. And if I was, I had a place to go to. I could go here to the LGBT center.
Seeing more and more over the course of my first semester, my friends hanging out in the intersection and talking about all the good times that they were having, showed me that it was an acceptable thing to be LGBT, and that was the first time that I had understood that.
So U of L will be the first school to incorporate these AAMC competencies into the curriculum. And the reason this is so important is because other students start seeing this work that we're doing, and it attracts more students who are diverse and understand, who have been looking for a school. So this new generation of physicians and nurses and dentists are going to be LGBT competent.
It wasn't for the Feast on Equality and community donations and all the help from all the outside people, I wouldn't be able to be here. There would be no way that I myself or my family could afford to put me in grad school. This is an opportunity that I couldn't have had any other way. If it wasn't for other people caring enough to invest in me, like investing in the center, you invested in me and my future. So I'm hoping that I'm being able to invest just as much later on.
When people are struggling and coming out, it's a difficult time for them. So coming to the center and being like, well, I can be normal, healthy, have healthy relationships by seeing other people doing the same thing.
My life has definitely only improved since coming to U of L and since really accepting myself.
So I think the center is a good place to learn about people, learn about yourself, to meet new people, know about different events on campus, just build a community that you don't have outside of here.
It's wonderful to be able to stand up every time, every day when we talk to prospective students and to say how proud we are to be the #1 public university in the South serving LGBT students, and to know that message is resonating with everyone in the room.
Well, one thing I love about the LGBT Center is that it's not just something for LGBT individuals. It's a symbol for all people. It's a symbol for straight allies. It's a symbol for the community, saying that we accept people here at University of Louisville.
Because of Feast on Equality.
Because of Feast on Equality.
Because of Feast on Equality,
I was not only able to see the growth experienced by the LGBT Center, but I was able to experience it firsthand.
I'm able to serve students as the graduate assistant at the LGBT Center.
You'll feel welcome here.
Because of Feast on Equality.
Because of Feast on Equality.
Because of Feast on Equality.
I'm able to make sure that students feel welcome in the LGBT Center.
We're able to bring amazing speakers who make an impact in people's lives on campus.
I was able to be submerged in civil rights.
Because of Feast on Equality.
Because of Feast on Equality.
Because of Feast on Equality,
we were able to train physicians to be the best they can be and provide the best patient care possible.
I was able to attend the University of Louisville.
I get to do exactly what I want to do with my future.
Because of Feast on Equality, I can live, I can learn, and I can thrive.